Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you all this morning. Just some news if you haven't heard, I got it back. I brought this with me to Synod Assembly to present to the new bishop, and then during the process I had the great idea to have the whole assembly bless it. So it was blessed by you all last week, and then the whole Synod Assembly blessed it on Friday. At that point I didn't know I was going to get it back. So we have time together. The office, just to fill in the blanks, on Friday at our Synod Assembly I was elected the Bishop of the Metropolitan New York Synod. That office responsibility starts August 1st. So we're together for a while, and God is always here, so we're in good shape. I'm around, so questions, concerns, anything you want, be in touch with me, but we're going to get through this together, because that's how we've always done it, right? That's how we've always done it. Karen, you wanted to say a little bit at this point?
Yes, and as I told you earlier, you may have to cut your sermon a little short, because I have a lot to say. The word synod means on the road together. And while I have always had a sense of that, having been raised in the Lutheran tradition, and my family goes way back, it was never more clear to me than it was in the 24 hours of Friday afternoon through Saturday afternoon. No sooner had they announced that Pastor was our bishop-elect when I was enveloped in a group hug from 3 people who sat at the table with us from a congregation in Fort Washington. And the pastor said, "I'm sorry that this comes at a cost to you and your congregation, but we are very blessed to have Paul as our bishop." And no sooner was I out of that embrace, and some of my fellow deacons came up, and some of the pastors of the synod that I had worked with, and then a steady stream of people that I didn't know. The only thing that I knew that we shared was that we were both members of the Church of God, that we are Christian, that we are Lutheran, that we are church together, and that we are church together for the sake of the world, and that's what it should be. And so I was trying to make my way over to Pastor Kathleen, but I saw that people were also embracing her, so it took us a while for us to embrace. And yes, it's a bittersweet moment, and it was acknowledged by these people, the whole synod. It was not just to me, but it was to me because I represented the congregation. And we are held in their prayers, individually as a congregation. I was online for dinner, and the vice president of the synod, which is the highest office a layperson can hold, and several members of our synod council came up and said, also acknowledged the bittersweet moment that it is for our congregation, and said, "We will be working with you, and we will be walking with you through this." And I think that's what we need to remember. Pastor made reference and used this in one of his presentations to the assembly that day, but I first heard it from Pastor Kathleen, and she preached at a synod assembly 5 years ago. We may not see the whole road before us on our journey, but God always gives enough light for the next step. Things may not happen as quickly as we want, but we have enough light for the next step. Last week we recited, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Let those words sink in. We are okay. Time and time it was affirmed during my greetings from these other people that we are a strong congregation, We have been richly blessed and gifted by God, and we walk together, we are church together. And God always gives enough light to the next step.
Thank you.